If you want to become a truly confident person, stop doubting your own abilities, stop hiding your true opinions, and really become the person you were meant to be, this video is for you. Today we are going to talk about true, real confidence, instead of fake strategies that people use to hide their actual lack of confidence. I will give you 10 tips that will help you tap into your own power, and at the very end of this video, I will give you a technique that you can do today to help you transform yourself and become more confident. Let's get started. It's not them judging you. It's you judging you. If somebody says you can't walk, will you start using wheelchair? Imagine your tombstone, which says, "Here lies who could have achieved her dreams, but gave it away for her neighbor, classmate, relative, aunt." Remember this, to live doesn't mean to bring results. By the way, I'm Alena, life coach and author of this female empowering blog. Welcome to my channel. Before we start discussing our 10 tips to be really confident, let's talk about what people do. How do people usually hide their lack of confidence? Usually people use one of these 3 strategies. First of them is the perfectionism. This strategy I would call, I will be better than everybody else. There are people, and I'm sure you've met them, who are only secure and confident and happy with themselves when they are better than everybody else. They want to be richer than everybody in the room, smarter, more attractive, and so on. Even if they start some meaningless hobby like embroidery, they want to be best embroiders in the world. The reason behind this is simple. People attach their worth to their achievements. And as long as they are better than everybody else, they feel secure, untouchable. They feel confident in themselves. But the moment something goes wrong, which it often does in life, their confidence goes out of the window. They feel depressed and insecure.
Bree Vandekamp, who lives next door, brought baskets of muffins she baked from scratch. Bree was known for her cooking, and for making her own clothes, and for doing her own gardening, and for reupholstering her own furniture. Yes, Bree's many talents were known throughout the neighborhood.
The second strategy that people use is the opposite to the first one. It's the rebellion. Instead of I will be the best, these people decide I will be the worst. They go against of the society in every way possible. They dress up differently, they behave weirdly, they choose different career paths, and so on. They kind of saying to the world, yes, I'm worse than you, so let me be worst. And that's how they feel secure. And the third strategy that people often use is being average. Some people decide to just blend in, just to be like everybody else. They don't care about what they actually want. They don't express their own opinions. They just want to be accepted by the group. Dangerous strategy that will rob you from your true wishes and from your true life. So these are the 3 strategies that people often use to hide their lack of confidence. It's not real confidence. So how to be actually truly confident? Let's dive into the 10 tips that I've prepared for you. Tip number 1. Know yourself. You need to really truly get to know your own self, your principles, your aspirations, what you want and what you don't want, what's acceptable and not acceptable for you. If you know your own self, other people's opinions will never touch you, will never bother you. If you know yourself, you're not dependent on outside validation. Inside validation is all you need. So you wouldn't care about how you are perceived. So tip number 1, get to know yourself. Tip number 2, understand other people. What does it mean? We are bothered by other people's opinions because we don't understand where they come from. We feel like we are these small little creatures and everybody around us are powerful grown-ups and their opinions really matter. But that's not true. The opinions and actions of majority of people are ruled by 2 things. The first of them is their negative beliefs, which they collected over the course of their lives. The majority of them they just took from their parents, really. And the second thing is their emotions. So imagine that you want to be a writer and you post your first novel on the internet. One person comes and writes nasty comments. So what happened? The person has a negative belief that writing is not a real profession. Because of that, he never pursued it. So when he sees you pursuing it, he has a lot of negative emotions and he kind of is taken over by them. So he has to write a nasty comment for you so that you stop triggering him. And this is how it works. The person has a negative belief which triggers their emotions, which trigger their opinions or actions. When you understand this, when you see this, you can never unsee it ever again. And you will never be bothered by other people ever again. Tip number 3. Be confident on the outside. Yes, this tip is kinda fake it till you make it, and I promised you we are going to talk about real confidence. But how you appear, how you behave really matters. Not just because it creates an illusion that you are a confident person, but because it makes you feel confident. Imagine this. I'm talking to you and I behave like that. I'm touching myself, my hair, I'm not maintaining eye contact with you, I have the closed posture. Everything that I say comes out as maybe fake, maybe wrong. I don't feel confident. But when I have straight posture, I look you straight into the eyes and I speak firmly, loudly. Everything I say seems correct and I appear and I'm perceived as a confident person. And when I'm perceived as a confident person, I feel confident on the inside. So it is very important. Maintain your non-verbal signals as if you were confident already.
Stop.
What? My eyes were forward, my hips were square.
But where's your confidence? Where's your pride?
Come on. What do I have to be proud of?
Have you guys ever seen a runway model without the hot clothes and makeup? Yeah, well, trust me, they're not that special. But the one thing that they do have is attitude. You have to believe in yourself. And if not, pretend to believe in yourself, okay?
Tip number 4. Stop constant self-reflection. People who lack confidence are constantly busy thinking, how are they perceived at the moment? What does she think about me? Do I appear to be stupid? Do I look ugly? Do I sound weird? When you are constantly busy thinking about this, you will not appear confident because you are not focusing on the person in front of you. Whenever these thoughts start swirling inside your head, I want you to stop. You have to stop consciously and focus on the person in front of you. Tip number 5, stick to your word. And I don't mean stick to your word given to other people. We're talking about sticking to your word for yourself. If you decided to do something, to go somewhere, to start some project, whatever it is, and in the last moment when you feel scared, you abandon your plans, you will not feel confident in yourself. You will not trust yourself. How do we become confident in anything, in anyone in this world? When our experience tells us we can trust this person. And you will not trust yourself if your experience tells you you never keep your word. Whenever you have to go out of your comfort zone, do not abandon the plan. It will be uncomfortable. You will feel scared, but you have to do it again and again. The experience that you will get from each of the times when you kept your word will accumulate and you will feel more and more confident every time. So stick to your word. Tip number 6 is about embarrassment. Realize that if you're embarrassed or if you're afraid of being embarrassed, you're giving away control of your life to somebody else. What's embarrassment in and of itself? It's fear of somebody's opinion. But it's not a fear of somebody's real opinion. 99% of the time, it's fear of opinion in your own head. That's what you imagine people will think about you. But it's not reality because you can't get into their heads and actually find out what they're thinking about. So when you have this fear, it is in your head, which means it's not them judging you. It's you judging you. So stop deciding for other people what they are thinking about you and be kinder to yourself. Tip number 7, embrace your own power. As said, people who lack confidence feel like they're small, they are unworthy, they are helpless in front of other people. But it's not true, and it never was true. You are powerful to face other people, to face this world, as you did many, many times in past. Just remember how you handled these situations in past, and you will realize that you are powerful. You have the strength, you have the power to face anything, to come out of comfort zone, to do scary things, and to be the person you really want to be.
No, wrong.
Mrs. Meyer, please, I'm so busy.
Look, I know I said that MJ was a star student, but the truth is, he's one of those kids that needs extra attention. The classes at his school are way too big, and I see him getting lost in the shuffle. And if he gets lost now, my ex-husband is doing everything that he can. And I need to know that I am too. I will serve lunches. I will be a janitor. Anything. But I am not walking out on my son's future.
Tip number 8. Remember this. Constructive critique is only the one you asked for. No person who has more going on in life than you will waste their time saying nasty things to you. That just doesn't happen. And when you're afraid of other people, imagine this. Imagine your tombstone, which says, here lies this and that, aspiring writer, blogger, musician, whatnot, who could have achieved her dreams but gave it away for her neighbor, classmate, relative, aunt. This is very painful to realize, but it is true. If you're going to give up your dreams for somebody else, for even imaginary perception of you by society, the time will go, and ultimately you will not achieve your dreams. You have to put them first. You have to value your desires, your life, more than your own fear. I always say, if somebody says you can't walk, will you start using wheelchair? Then why if somebody says you can't do this project or start this and that, you believe this? Why? You shall be kinder to your own self. Tip number 9 for perfectionists. Stop attaching your worth to outside markers, to your achievements. Remember this. To live doesn't mean to bring results. You are worthy already as you are. You are perfect. You can experience different things. You can fail and get up and try new stuff. You are already worthy.
I love my kids so much. I'm so sorry they have me as a mother.
Annette, you are a great mother.
No, I'm not. I can't do it. I'm so tired of feeling like a failure. It's so humiliating.
No, it's not. You got 4 kids. That's a lot of stress, honey. You just need some help.
That's what's so humiliating. Other moms don't need help. Other moms make it look so easy.
And tip number 10, filter people you spend your time with, because people who surround you can and will drag you down. If you're around negative people, people who don't believe in you all the time, no amount of tips, YouTube videos, coaches, techniques will help you, because you will be listening to negative narrative daily. And it will get to you. So filter people around you really, really well. Limit your interactions with negative people if it's impossible to completely remove that interaction from your life. And start attracting to your life people who believe in you, who want the same things. Positive surroundings, positive narrative around you will make great, great change. And as I promised at the very beginning of the video, I will give you a technique that you can do today alone at home to help you skyrocket your confidence right now. This technique is called the winner's list. I want you to sit down, take 10 minutes of your precious time and write down a list of all your wins in life. It can be as long as you wish. You can start from kindergarten if you want to. All victories that matter to you. Even though we do not attach your worth to your achievements, remembering that you can do hard things and you can achieve hard things is a great boost for your self-esteem. So make that list and keep it accessible. You can read it whenever you need a confidence boost. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.